In Chaos Theory mode, you're given the opportunity to revisit each movie under a different light. This scenario takes us back to Isla Nublar once again, with the main goal to erase human presence of the island after taking care of the remaining dinos left on the island and make it a sanctuary. All in all, it's not a really difficult challenge, it just involves a lot of driving around and dinosaurs moving. And arriving on the island, you will see that all the enclosure you will need are there, but will need some repairs. So it's a good idea while going around during the mission to take time to repair fences, gates, and other infrastructure. The first objective will be to clear the main area of all the visitors' buildings, including amenities, attractions, and restrooms. 16 buildings in total. Once the area is cleared, you will need to construct a response facility and a Paleo-Medical center. Next, you will have to drive around to repair the science center and the small power stations to power the island. This is a good time too to repair all the fences and infrastructures on the way, to make the rest of the objective easier and contain some of the dinosaurs. After repairing the main infrastructure, you will still need to be driving around to manually check on the dinos around the park. 3 Brachiosaurus, 5 Ankylosaurus, 4 Allosaurus, and 3 Stygimoloch. After checking on all of them, you will be tasked to transport the 3 Brachiosaurus into a safe enclosure. And the one in the northeast area is a good one to take them in. At that point, it's a good idea to send a ranger team to enclose the other dinosaurs, like the Allosaurus, so they don't break apart. And same with the Ankylo and Stygimolochs. Looking at the map view, you can easily identify where the dinos are, where the threats are arising, and where the power lines need to be connected. After the brachis are transported, you will need to repair or build viewing galleries so they are visible for monitoring. You will then need to make sure the brachis reach a comfort level of at least 75% by modifying the habitat, adding water, forest, and tall logs. Right after the objective is ticked off, a wild Byronyx will appear and will need to be transported to a safe enclosure. The one in the northwest is big enough for the Baryonyx and will do perfectly. If needed, you can build another response facility center to send more rangers to repair the habitats and check on the dinos' well-being around the island. Once the Baryonyx will be enclosed, you will need to perform a status check, followed by a medical scan that will reveal some infected wounds. You then need to assign scientists to research the medication, and after the research is done, you can medicate the Baryonyx to complete the objective. You will also need to modify the habitat to ensure it has a comfort level of 85% by adding fish feeders and water areas. The next set of objectives is a bit time sensitive, as a group of Triceratops and Sinoceratops are fighting and injuring each other, and if one of them dies, you will fail the mission. So tranquilizing them all quickly and transporting them in separate habitats is the name of the game. You will also need to make sure both groups are comfort level of 90%, and that you medicate the injured dinos to prevent them from dying. The huge enclosure next to the power station will do the trick nicely if you complete the perimeter and repair the broken fences. Right after that, you will be given the control of a ranger jeep to go and find Blue. All you need to do is drive in direction of the clues and inspect them one after the other until you find her. You will then need to tranquilize her and transport her to a safe enclosure. The one side of the brachis can do nicely. You will then need to send the MVU to perform a medical scan on Blue. Right after, you will once again be given the wheels of a ranger jeep to find the T-Rex this time, inspecting clues until you reach its location. You will then need to perform a medical scan on the T-Rex. It's up to you to enclose it or not at this point, but the enclosure south of Blue's one will do nicely if you add some sand and forest. After the MVU completed the medical scan, you will need to tranquilize Red Sea and send her to the Paleo-Medical facility. After that, you will need to transport the T-Rex back to a safe enclosure. And the next task will be to tranquilize and take Blue to the medical facility. After the blood transfusion is done, you will simply need to send Blue offshore directly from the Paleo-Medical facility, as well as tranquilizing and sending offshore the T-Rex. After the dinos are sent offshore, you will need to clear the place of all the buildings, decoration, tracks, etc. By choosing the deleting tool, make sure that all the categories are turned on, and start painting the place in red to bulk remove everything. And don't forget the scenery, as the objective won't tick off unless everything is removed. and by doing so you will at the same time release all the dinosaurs. And once the area is cleared, that will be another chaos theory done. I hope that video has been useful, and until next time, see ya!